Shalom, brothers and sisters. It's your brother ISRAELITES from the Northern Kingdom, bringing some edification for you Negro, Latino, and Indigenous who are the biblical Israelites. And before we start, we want to give all praise and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Barakatham, Rakakitash. That Yahweh, being the name of the Lord, not Jehovah, or God, or Yah, or Ahaya, it's Yahweh, the creator of all the Ancient of Days. Bahasham is in the name of, and Yahweh Shai is the one you guys call Jesus or the Christ, English speaking. And we give double honors to our elders in GMS where we learn this truth. Shalom to the apostles, the bishops, and to the men down on the highways and byways, giving the 100% truth. Shalom to you. And shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel, Labakar in the Hebrew, the house of David. Shalom to you. And shalom to the speckled birds among the heathen nations that look like the heathen nations, but are returning to the house of Israel and are repenting and figuring out that they are Israelites and returning to their God and to their people and to their language. Shalom to you. The date today, March 18th of 2025, our hopeful year of salvation and destruction of the nation of Edom. We're going to be speaking about the house of Saul and the house of David. How the Lord is about to pluck out what he didn't plant. And we're using this individual because most of you already know what happened to this guy. Guerrilla Hebrew, supposedly the high priest, right? This is the position or title he gave himself. Okay? And we all know this individual wasn't right. But the Lord does his things in his time. And he brought this ninja down. All right? He brought him down, caught him with his pants down, and exposed him for the person he really is. And he fell hard, man. This guy fell so hard that I don't never see this guy coming back. But who knows? I mean, if he's of the elect, but I don't think the Lord would choose anybody like this with this kind of spirit, this perverse spirit, man. What he was doing was abominable that no man of the Lord should be doing. Okay, so if you don't know what this guy did, go look up, Elazar ben Yahweh, right, or his title, right, and you could. There's plenty of videos about this guy. But basically, we're just using him as an example because the Lord judged him. Everything comes in his time. Everything is in a season. Just as it said in Ecclesiastes 3, there's a time to love and a time to hate and a time to kill. So this guy's time, even though he was a long time making fun of the apostles, making fun of a great millstone, and the things he did when he was in the great millstone when he got out, right? The Lord didn't forget. And he was, like I said, he's just one example of what the Lord is about to do. He's about to pluck up all these different camps because he's not just this one person, this individual. There are many camps that have false doctrine. Okay? Like I said, the house of Saul. And the house of Saul was once chosen by the creator of heaven and earth. But what happened? Saul disobeyed and did his own thing. Just like most of these guys, right, are selling t-shirt with fringes, which that's not, when you come to this truth, you don't know any better. But these guys know better. Okay, these heads of camps, these top men of what you call the Lord, that are selling fitted caps and t-shirt with fringes, which does not cover your loins, which most of our forefathers wore what? Ancient garments all the way to the foot. Everybody knows that. Aaron, Yahweh Shai. You can't. There's plenty of examples of that. But what are you going to see? Oh, t-shirts, which is an inner garment with fringes. So once you first come in this truth, maybe you might not be privy to it. You might be, may not know better. But nonetheless, it's not a lawful garment. Okay, if you don't know, now you know. But there's also these other Israelites, there's Yehudi Israelites, these Yah Israelites, right? That's not the name of the Lord. The Yah just means He. All these camps are going down, right? With these false doctrines, okay? That we don't believe in the marky mark, but we believe in all this other stuff. Hey, all these camps are going to have to go away because the Lord is already sifting the house of Israel. He's already collecting the elect, and the elect are about to be sealed. So there's no need to be having all these camps around now. Now these camps are about to be shut down, right? The famine of the word is coming, the famine of bread. So for now, the time of the fishermen, okay, are coming to an end, and the time of the hunters is coming to hand. And so a lot of people, the Lord has exposed them for what they are. Okay, which for most of these camps, from like the Sakari to the Genesis Israelites, these guys are full of pride, not celebrating the Passover correctly, making a concert out of it, making a rap video, eating the Passover incorrectly. Okay, one of the guys said, "Oh, I don't like eating bitter herbs. I'm gonna just eat lettuce." Well, there's a reason why you're eating it, okay? Because it's all symbolic. That Passover represents the Messiah, His sacrifice, the blood you put on the door, okay? Because He is the way, okay? And that bitter herbs are the bitterness of our time in slavery in Egypt. And just like we spend time in Egypt, our bitterness, here we are once again serving our slavery in America. Okay, look up the name of America. It's based on the Italian cartographer Amerigo Vespucci. Okay, Amergo means bitter in Italian. Okay, the closest thing to Amergo, and it would be Spanish, would be amargo. Amargo is the same word. It's Amergo, amargo. Okay, so Amergo is Italian. Amargo is Spanish, which means the same thing. Bitter. Why? Because America is bitter for us. We're in the place of drawing waters. We're here in slavery, and our life is bitter, brothers and sisters. So that's what the bitter herbs represent, and that's what we have to eat. Bitter herbs, roasted lamb, right? Unleavened bread, and wine. But people want to change it up. Want to have macaroni and cheese, right? Want to have a chicken also on the side because I don't like lamb. This is not a lamb dinner. This is a solemn assembly that only the people that have been preparing themselves can eat of the Passover. You just can't invite any nigga off the street to eat the Passover, just like IUIC was inviting everybody to come to their Passover. So that's what the Lord is about to do. So let's read the scripture and go to it, brothers and sisters. And this is Matthew 15 and 13. But he answered and said, every plant which my heavenly Father has not planted shall be rooted up. Okay, rooted up means it's going to be pulled out. Okay, from the roots. It's going to be pulled out. Okay, what is that other verse? That tree that doesn't give fruit is going to be hewn down, cut down, and thrown into the fire. Right? Verse 14. Let them alone. They be blind, leaders of the blind. And if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into the ditch. Okay, and that's poetically said beautifully because this individual fell in the ditch. He was leading the blind. Okay? This high and mighty guy, okay, that was very knowledgeable, as many people saw and wanted to follow him. But look at the name he chose. Sakari, right? Which was the daggerman, the killer. This is the reason why the Roman Empire, okay, came and destroyed Jerusalem. These were the people responsible for these things, okay? And when things are spoken bad about the Israelites, it's always camps like this that make the rest of the nation of Israel look bad. Okay? So the time is coming, brothers and sisters, where the Lord is about to what? Sift the house of Israel, root up these niggas that are not giving the right fruit. Okay? Because guess what? The elect's about to be sealed. There's no reason to have all these camps around. There's no reason, because the 2/3 niggas, they already went to this camp. Most of these Israelites, 2/3 Israelites, they know they're Israelites, but they were never called. So that's why the Lord needed to put them somewhere. Okay? And now the Lord is about to get rid of most of these camps that don't have the correct doctrine. Okay? That don't even call upon the names of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. That call upon Christ or Christ Most High and crazy shit like this. The Lord is just biding the time. There's a time and a place for everything. And let's get that. Let's close with that, because it's a poetic verse. Beautifully said. King Solomon. Here it is. A time for everything. That's the title. Ecclesiastes 3:1. To everything there is a season, and a time and every purpose under heaven. A time to be born, and a time to die. A time to plant, and a time to pluck up, brothers and sisters, that which was planted. A time to kill, and a time to heal. A time to break down, and a time to build up. We're building up the house of David, okay? Not the house of Saul. A time to weep, and a time to laugh. A time to mourn, and a time to dance. A time to cast away stones, and a time to gather stones together. A time to embrace, and a time to refrain from embracing. A time to get, and a time to lose. A time to keep, and a time to cast away. A time to rend, which means rip. And a time to sew, which repair. You're sewing it back together. A time to keep silence, and a time to speak. This is a time to speak, to tell the truth. For the truth shall set me free. And a time to love, and a time to hate. A time of war, and a time of peace. We're in the time of war, brothers and sisters. We have woken up to this ancient war that we have been involved in since the beginning of time, brothers and sisters. There's no time to be playing around. What profit had he that worketh wherein and laboreth? Okay? That's it, brothers. The number 8 was it. But that's the time we're in. Okay? So that's where you know that these times are beautiful times, but they're also going to be bittersweet. Just like they tell you to eat the whole roll, brothers and sisters. It was sweet on my lips, but what? Man, it was bitter in my stomach. Because it's sweet to know you're an Israelite. Man, you're going to rule the world. But what's the bitter part? Oh, man, we're going to have to go through it. You're going to have to be refined as the finest gold of a fear is refined. And it hurts to go through it. To lose your job, to lose your house, to lose your friends, to lose everything for Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. You got to be all in on this, or be ready to lose everything for Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. So call halal Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Barakatham, Rakakadash, and Shalom to the apostles, the bishops, and to the men down in the highways, giving the 100% truth. And he that have ears, let him hear. Shalom.